Welcome back everyone to another mod showcase, and today we're going to be reviewing simple magnets. And this mod is so simple, all you just gotta do is just use magnets to attract items or to use demagnetization coils just to not pick up items. That's how simple it is. But anyways, so we have 4 items that's added into the game with the simple magnets mod. And the recipes are going to vary because different mod packs, different ingredients, different challenges, and it's also compatible with Curios, Baubles, and Trinkets mods, especially the magnets, since you will be picking up items on the go if you don't want to lose your items or you just want to keep track of things without pulling in too much junk. So, what we're going to first go through is the regular magnet. So, if you want to craft a magnet, it's going to be provided in the mod page or through the spoiler because they have the recipes shown there. But again, the recipes vary based on the mod pack. But to craft the magnets, it requires iron, ender pearls, redstone, and lapis lazuli. And as you can read the little description here, it says it can pick up items and experience up to 5 blocks away when activated, which is true because I also have another mod, which is a tape measuring stick. So I'm going to use this tape measuring stick, and also my apologies. There we go. I had the burp. So we have to just place down this diamond block just to show the example, and we have this tape measure. Don't worry, this is a different mod, so I do need to track down the blocks. So where I'm going to be standing is probably right around this door, like I would say 1 block away from the door. This is like 10 blocks away. So we're just going to try this magnet, which is 5 blocks away, and you can turn it on or off just by right-clicking. That's how simple it is. Just turn on and off the magnet. But anyways, so when we're going to get closer, can I try to use it with my hand? Oh yeah, we can do this with my offhand. That's cool. I never tried it, but okay. Okay, cool. I'm still new to this mod here. So this is 10 blocks away. Put this in my offhand. And I'll say once we get closer, the magnet is on. If I stand, I would say roughly around here. This is where you can kind of pick up the item or the block if you cross into the half zone. See, it's kind of like 6 blocks, but once you cross over to a little bit to like 5, or I'll say 1/3 or 1/4 of the 6th block, you can still pick up your items. So there is a little bit of a, I guess, buffer there, a buffer to pick up your items. And we're going to try it again. This time without the tape measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blocks. See, it doesn't pick it up, but once you cross over, it should pick up. Come on. There we go. Now it picks up. So that's how the standard magnet works, and it also works with experience. So if you ever, say for example, want to troll somebody, or you just want to steal experience, or you want to access the XP without getting killed by like a dangerous boss that you're grinding, just use this magnet. It's going to save you a lot of time. Now, what we're going to try is the advanced magnet. So this one has a lot more recipes or more ingredients, which is going to require the magnet that we had previously, gold, diamonds, lapis lazuli, redstone, and an eye of ender. So this will be slightly expensive, but again, it depends. Recipes vary based on mod pack. So this one allows you to pick up items from 11 blocks away when activated, and it can also be filtered. So in order to, I will try to reframe this as a smart magnet. Well, people will call it the advanced magnet, but I'll call it the smart magnet because it lets you filter. So let me just try placing down a piece of redstone. And you can also toggle this. You can see that I'm standing right here, but if you just shift and right click, you can change the range. So I could probably set it to like 7 if I want to, and same for the items. And for the item filter, you can toggle whatever can be picked up or disregarded. So right now the magnet is on, but I'm not sure why the redstone isn't picking up. So I'll turn it off, and I will add a whitelist that allows me to pick up redstone, but it avoids the diamond block. This is just for testing purposes. So the redstone's going to sit right here, and the block of diamond is sitting at the same distance, well, mostly the same distance where I'm going to be standing. If I turn it on, it should be working, unless I got to increase the range. I'll say for items, there we go. Yeah, if you increase the range, it's a lot more effective. And I keep getting the buttons confused. So let me try that one more time, and this is from 11 blocks away. So this is 11 blocks. So I would say it's roughly the size of this test room. Turn it on. As you can see, it picks up the redstone and it disregards the diamond. But if you want to set it to blacklist, it's just going to ignore the redstone. So if I set it right this and place the diamond block right there, I got to do it for science. See, it picks up the diamond block, but it disregards the redstone. And I know some people are going to be confused with the whole blacklist and whitelist and the ignore NBTs. To be honest, it's very confusing once you think about it. But once you start using it, it's going to become very simple. So right here, this is the demagnetization coil. And let me just break it just to read the information about this thing. It prevents items up to 3 blocks away from being attracted by magnets. So basically, this prevents your items from being attracted. So just look at this as more so as to prevent people from taking your items, or just to basically create safe zones so the items won't accidentally be magnetized and you might end up picking up junk instead of loot. So this is more of like a beacon to prevent your trash from entering your inventory. So if we want to try this out, you can see that the range is a 3x3x3, but it can actually go to 5 blocks if you set up to like the maximum. If I want to highlight it, I mean, I don't see it. Must be a visual glitch. But if I want to place down, I'll say a block of diamond and redstone and use my standardized magnet just to pick it up, because this can go off to at least like 5 blocks of protection. So this is like 5 block protection right here. So which means if I turn on the magnet, it shouldn't be attracted. And as you can see, my standard magnet isn't really picking up anything. Like, it doesn't matter because it's protected by this demagnetization coil. So this means your loot is safe. Unless somebody is foolish enough to set it to a 1x1, then you're really cooked. I could just come in and just swoop in to take your stuff. And yeah, this mod's a little bit finicky when it comes down to how it's used. Like, I'm trying to use the magnet, but it seems like the items kind of just disregard it. Unless these items are very close to this 1x1, it's still protected. It seems like you still can't win. It's kind of funny. So let me try placing it like right here and then attract. Yeah, so if it's like roughly around this block here, you're unable to get it. It's strange. And if you do use this advanced version, which is the advanced magnetization coil, this is basically a stronger version of the original one. And also, I forgot to show the recipes for this one. This is for the regular or the standardized magnetization coil. And this is the advanced version or the smart demagnetization coil, which allows you to filter and it prevents items up to 5 blocks away. So this is like 5 blocks worth of protection, but you can actually go a lot higher, which is a 9x9x9. That's like, I'll say that's like half of a chunk worth of protection. And it's very similar to this magnet here. The whole filter system is very similar, where you can blacklist or you can whitelist items. So say, for example, you want to whitelist a diamond block and you just put it in there and just use a regular magnet. It's going to only protect the diamond block, but it takes the redstone block. Not redstone block, redstone dust. And if you set it to blacklist, it means it's going to take the diamond block and it's going to keep the redstone. I would say it's very useful whenever cases if you don't want people to take your stuff, or you just want to, I guess, make it easier for you to grab your items. And that's all for Simply Magnets, because it's just how it is. It's simple. You just pull stuff and your stuff stays safe, or you just don't want to pick up somebody else's trash. Anyways, I hope you guys find this video helpful in some way. And until next time, we're going to do another review, but I'm not sure what it is. But stay tuned and see you soon.